All right, you guys, so we're here in the streets of Jerusalem and thousands of people are pouring into the streets right now to go to the Western Wall, to the Wailing Wall, where they're going to start praying and fasting. All these people coming here to start praying, to start celebrating, and to start the process of Yom Kippur, where they're going to be essentially mourning, and they're going to be, people are going to be weeping, people are going to be crying for all of their sins, and be asking for forgiveness. This is the most holy day for Jews. This is the most holy day for Jews. The most holy day for Jews in the most holy place in the world for Jews. And it's all starting today here in the streets of Jerusalem. Look at all these people. It feels like this is like the Mecca for Jews. People are just coming here in droves, and it's so awesome to see, because I don't know if you guys can see this, but most of the people here are really young. This is a very young audience. I don't know if you guys can actually see this, but this is a lot of young people showing up for their beliefs, and it's almost like a big party. And oh my God, this is just too much. I can't, you know me and my drum circles, you know, I can't help myself. Guys are rocking out. I saw a fight go down last night right here at the bread shop. Check out this bread shop here. All the bread you can eat. Free gluten for all. We're breaking bread. Look at that moon. All right. So people are going right now to the Western Wall, to the Wailing Wall, to start praying for Yom Kippur. And essentially it's a day of atonement. So on this day, we're going to be fasting. We're not going to be eating food. We're going to be abstaining from the pleasure of life, and it's really about mourning and kind of, you know, releasing sadness and I think it's interesting because one of the original reasons why I kind of fell away from Christianity in the first place was I just didn't really believe in the whole thing about like that we are sinners, right? That we are imperfect, and it was just the storyline. It just didn't add up. It's like, yeah, like Jesus died for our sins, right? Okay, so the deed has been done. Then why are we still, mourning about it? But the reality is that a lot of times we hold on to beliefs, or we hold on to sadness, we hold on to pain, we hold on to things that hold us back, and sometimes it's nice to ask for forgiveness, to be purified, to have salvation, and obviously millions of people here think so as well. So sometimes it's our belief systems or our BS, our belief systems that create walls, and these walls that are behind me here, these are the walls that have caused a lot of people to fight, and a lot of wars have been fought here, a lot of struggle has went down here. And even this wall right here literally is the wall that is preventing me from getting to my hotel. So I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to negotiate with these guys, and hopefully the military will let me through. But one thing that I will say that I thought was pretty fascinating, I don't know if you see these military guys behind me, but did you know that every single Israeli is in the army? Every single Israeli goes to the army. And I went to a festival, you guys, this weekend, and I was literally in tears when I looked around, and I was in a workshop, all right? I was in a workshop, and the guy said, by a show of hands, how many of you have been in the army or the military? 80% of the room raised their hand. And then they said, by a show of hands, how many of you have been held in a holding tank or in a safe zone due to war? And literally 80% of the entire room raised their hands. You guys, this is the center, this is the world center of war. This is one of the most battled over fortresses. Like reading the stories on the walls about how many times this place has been taken down in battles and fought over is just insane. And you look at the map, and there's different quarters. The place is broken up into different sections of the American quarter, the Jewish quarter, the Christian corner. It's mind-boggling. And the energy is extremely intense here. You can see it's midnight right now. It's midnight right now, and thousands of people are making their way to the Wailing Wall as we speak. And it just goes to show that I got to go to this retreat this weekend, and it was a retreat all about, it was I don't even want to go into the juicy details, but essentially, the amount of work that the Israeli people are doing on themselves is so inspiring. The work that they're doing to heal themselves, to heal the trauma that they have gone through through their ancestors, in their lineage. I mean, it's astonishing that they are so resilient and so powerful and so inspired. And I mean, the people that I met here are strong. They have strong wills, they have strong hearts, they have strong souls. And my heart has just softened for the people here, because I've gone to Dubai, and I've been to Doha and Qatar, sorry. There's a lot of war, even between Qatar and Dubai. But this area, this region, this is the holy war. This is the jihad. This is the Mecca of where so many religions have begun and continue to reign. And I personally believe in the collective consciousness of humanity. I believe that, each individual has their own individual beliefs, and I believe that God is literally every single individual. God is experiencing life as us, with us right now in this moment. God is expressing itself as Judaism, as Christianity, as Buddhism, and God is experiencing the full spectrum, the full range of experiencing its own self, and so for me to say that one path is the right path is hard to say. I'm curious to hear what you guys think on that, because I know a lot of times when I share my religious beliefs with people, they either just say, "Oh, not interested," ding, swipe right, swipe left, or they get triggered. And what I believe is that if you believe something, I believe in that. Like, whatever you believe in, I believe in, because I know that you are God. I know that you are source. I know that you are creation, and creation is experiencing life as you, even in your moments of greatness and in your moments of struggle, in your moments of challenge. God is experiencing all of that through you, as your character, as your ego. There is no separation to that source of creation. We are one with it, and the pursuit of that connection is a noble pursuit. Look at this. Look at these people. These people are committed to showing up at midnight to go and pray, to begin their fast. And so, we ask the question, why are we here? We ask the question, is there a purpose of life? What is the purpose of life? We ask, is there more? Is there more energy? Is there more life? Is there more pleasure? Is there more vitality? Is there more ecstasy? Is there more joy and bliss? Is there more separation? Is there more struggle? Is there more war? And we whatever we look for, we get more of it, right? That is the law of attraction. Where you put your energy, where you put your attention is where you put your energy. And where attention goes, energy flows. And so the more that we focus our energy on war, the more war we're going to get. And the bottom line is that right now in this world, we need peace leaders. We need people who are standing for peace, that are creating solutions, that are creating businesses aimed at influencing the triple bottom line, people, planet, profit, or the quadruple bottom line, people, planet, prosperity, and purpose, or the 5 bottom line, as Rania puts, people, planet, prosperity, purpose, and pleasure, right? How can we integrate more pleasure into our life? How can we allow and tune our bodies to become vessels for more abundance, more pleasure, more joy, so that the source of creation can experience that through us? I think that if I were to put my finger on one religion, that would be my religion. But again, I believe in all religions. I went and I meditated and prayed with these guys this morning at the Wailing Wall. I'm going to do it again tomorrow. I'm going to fast tomorrow, and I'm going to go through that rite of passage, because life is really a series of initiations and rites of passage, different gateways to experience, gateways to experiencing life. And the more that we can initiate ourselves on our sacred journey of life, the more levels of reality we'll be able to play in. The more we will advance in our journey. But if we allow for the walls of our belief systems, or our BS, to hold us back into old states of being, old states of perceiving, well, hey, you might have downloaded an OS, an operating system, from some old structure that might cause you to become another part of the bigger crowd, right? I mean, I don't like to be, to consider myself a sheep being herded, or cow being, I'm like anti-lines. I do not like lines, and so I want to free your mind from the line. And realize that you are divine. These master teachers were all pointing to the same universal truths, that we are connected to the source, that we are of the source, and that we too will do greater things because of that power, because we have that direct line, that direct connection to the source. So we can get caught into the BS, we can get caught into the belief systems, but if we don't upgrade our operating system, then we can experience the limitation of old trauma, of old wounds, of old wars that were fought and never brought to resolve. And this day of atonement is really about bringing a resolve. It's about saying, it's about mourning. It's about mourning. It's about asking for forgiveness. This is a really good day to ask for forgiveness, and it doesn't mean you have to ask God for forgiveness. It means that maybe it might be a good day to say, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna ask some of my friends or people that maybe I had done something wrong to in the past. This is a good day to do that. This is a holy day, and what better way to align your life than with the collective movements of the collective consciousness? This is a sacred strategy for you guys right here. This is, an opportunity for us to align with this collective movement, this collective consciousness of people who are coming here to pray, who are coming here to mourn, who are celebrating Yom Kippur, and say, I'm gonna pick up the phone and I'm gonna say, hey, you know what? I just want you to know I'm sorry for what happened. And when we do that, that's causing a ripple. It's causing a ripple in the collective. It's causing a ripple in not only the collective consciousness, but I believe that it causes a ripple in the quantum field, in the field of energy. Because if we hold on to an old belief system, if we hold on to the venom or the poison of judgment against other people, then we're holding on to that, and we're just reactivating, we're re-stimulating the neurochemistry of that experience. We're energetically reattuning our bodies to the pain, to the suffering, to the resentment, to the old story. It's like, why do we do that? No, let's let it go. Let's forgive. Let's do some ho'oponopono today and align with these thousands of people. And by the way, I don't know if you guys can see, but a majority of people that I'm seeing right now coming in here at midnight are young. These are young people. These are young people who are just, saying, what? I'm gonna do the righteous thing. These guys are on the righteous path right now. What? Let's look. Where are these people going on this righteous path? Look at this. They're going to the Wailing Wall. They're going to the Wailing Wall. That's beautiful, man. I love life. I love this. It's just like, I could just go into this line of traffic and see what happens. Just see if I get ran into here. Just feel the energy of this for a minute. I'm just gonna move my way in here. It's gonna be a little bit awkward, but I just wanna. Wow! Look at this, you guys. Look at that movement. Look at that energy. Look at that. It's like people are just showing up. Showing up. I'm gonna get out of here now. This is an awkward social experiment. Oh my god. I was thinking about doing this could be, maybe this is my Sermon on the Mount. Yeah, I was thinking about like coming here and maybe putting a hat down on the ground and giving some ridiculous lecture, but I don't know, I would probably get killed or maybe maybe not a good idea. No, I'll just do a Facebook on the Mount. How's that? A Facebook Live on the Mount. Yeah. I just have too much fun, you guys, and I'm playing. It's all with light heart, and it's all for the greatest good for humanity, the greatest good for the awakening and the activation of consciousness on our planet. Because Source is waking up, you guys. Spirit is waking up in us right now in this moment, and from this moment forward, we are going to start having those reminders to stay awake, catching ourselves going unconscious into the old programs and becoming aware of those old programs, those old triggers, those emotional reactions that cause us to fall back into the old state of being. And we're just going to start waking up more and more. And every time that we wake up, we are filled with more energy, more vitality. We're reminded that we're here on a sacred purpose, that we're here to do great work in the world, and when we recommit to that, that's where the magic is, you guys. Like every time that I re-wake up and recommit to my mission, it's like my soul is filled with new energy. It's like everything that I'm doing, just like, is for a greater purpose. It's for something greater than me. And when you live in alignment with that greater source of power, that deeper you, that deeper spirit, when you listen to the voice, you say, you know what, I hear something calling me. I hear something that's calling to be born through me. I'm going to be a midwife of something beautiful. I'm going to give birth to a new idea, to a new vision, to a new solution, to solve a problem on our planet. When you listen to that call and you take action on it, the universe, source, spirit, God will begin to bring opportunities to you. Will begin to bring resources, synchronicities, alignments, epiphanies, revelations, transformation, recommitment, reattunement. You just get on the path, and it just keeps unlocking new levels of creation, new levels of alignment. And you don't have to be religious. You don't even have to be spiritual. You don't have to be a certain way. You just have to listen to that inner voice. But once you start listening to the inner voice, you're going to start being spiritual, because then you're going to get out of your ego. All right? Because if you could listen to your ego's like, I want ice cream right now. And you're like, my inner voice is telling me I want ice cream. And to be real with you guys, right over there, they sell ice cream. And my inner ego is telling me, wait, what? What, God, is that you? No, God is telling me to go over here and get the pie from this place, because the pie is way more better. And I'm pretty sure, way more better. More better. And I'm pretty sure it's kosher too. So that means that it's like super spiritual. Hey, do you guys know, is this pie kosher? Is this pie kosher? No? Kosher? What? No, it's not kosher. Okay, no, sorry, not spiritual enough. I'm casting stones. If I had Yelp out right now, I would be. If I had spiritual Yelp, I would be on my hands and knees, begging for mercy. Mercy me. Okay, but maybe this ice cream is kosher. Right? This has got to be Oreo. Yeah, that's got to be. It's legit. It's legit. Okay. Unfortunately, Palestinians are barred from religious and daily life practices because of, yes, yep. Imposed upon Palestinian people by Israeli government. They barred from experience you are having the freedom to move on the land they have tended to for centuries. Yeah, it is really, it's crazy here. And like I said earlier, like the energy here is intense. You walk these streets and I mean, you can feel just the perception of people and how they have just, basically been handed the set of beliefs, and they're walking it, and you can feel the tension. You see the walls, you see where the wars have went down, and I actually can't go to a few different places because I lost my visa, and so I can't have some of those experiences that the Palestinians can, because I can't go to Gaza. I was going to go to Gaza, and I lost my visa, and to go get a new one is just not going to happen between now and next Monday when I leave. So, I feel deeply blessed to be to have been incarnated in this body as an American citizen in this lifetime. I feel blessed to have to be alive right now. I feel blessed that that God created the universe in order to experience life through all of these people, and I also feel blessed to know that each person here is on a path that is perfect for their soul's evolutionary unfolding, similar to kind of how like every leaf is unfolding, like the Fibonacci sequence in your hand. The leaves are unfolding, the fractal imagery of the spiraling golden mean that is built into the fractal nature of our vibratory frequencies, of our atomic structures manifesting at the speed of light, and just so happen to evolve enough for consciousness to become aware of itself, and then to be sorry that I can't have, or other people can't have the same experiences, and then to also be grateful that I was able to get beyond the feeling that I need to apologize to God for my sins. Now, here's the thing, though. In that statement, I also want to just state a claim that I am going to be weeping tomorrow for my sins. I am going to, because you know what? Like, I love to celebrate religion. I love religion. Religion is a sacred technology that has been handed down for centuries, and for us to be like, oh, no, it's stupid, blah, blah. I mean, it's cool. I get it. Yeah, it was a lot of manipulative people and, you know, power structures and this and that. But what I play with, the medicine and the experiment that I like to tune into is what happens when I just try it out and just do it for fun. Similar to how I would go and have like a mushroom journey, or similar to how I would, you know, meditate every morning for an hour, or similar to how I would, you know, practice, you know, being in a different types of relationships, or experiment with, you know, apologizing to people, or experiment with telling people how much, like, radical appreciation for telling my, you know, my parents how much I love them, or, you know, experimenting. You know, it's like the same thing. It's leaning into the edge of breaking the confines of these massive walls that we build around our reality, in order to perform experiments in our own mind, in our own consciousness, in our own spirit, and in our own quantum experience of life. Because, man, every time I do some weird little tweaks in my frequency, magic happens. I mean, not every time, but a lot of the time. When I lean into my edges and I say, okay, universe, okay, God, I'm gonna go deeper into my meditation today. I'm gonna feel more ecstasy and bliss today. I'm gonna refrain from consuming substance this week or this month. I'm going to you know, open up my heart a little bit more, and I'm gonna you know, donate time and energy to this project because I believe in it, whatever it may be. You know, when I do that, shift happens, and you know, it's like, when you get stuck into the pattern, when you get stuck in the comfort zone, you know what the comfort zone is? The comfort zone is where dreams go to die. The comfort zone is where dreams go to die. Oh, Zach says, yeah, man, I was raised in the Jewish tradition and had the bar mitzvah. I saw a bar mitzvah today. It was wild. I strayed from religion and dove deep into spirituality and energy healing. Now I'm looking to learn more about my Jewish roots and integrate the two. I love that. I love that so much, Zach. Like, honestly, that's the same thing for me. I'm here walking around these streets and I'm like, all right, let's download some Christ consciousness. Let's do my, you know, I worked like 8 hours today on my dream projects, on my soul projects. I worked hours on, you know, I felt like I was writing my own Bible, you know, I felt like I was writing my own scripture, you know, and I was praying today, and I was, you know, having gratitude, and I meditated at the Wailing Wall, you know, next to people who were doing their prayers. And, you know, when you finally let down the barrier to religion as a control technology, a mind control technology, similar to how like Facebook is a mind control technology, and they're watching you and they're listening to you and they're manipulating your clicks, and they're like literally literally like more than religion is probably. And they got more data, but, you know, like probably not as much money, but hey, you know, they've been going at it a lot longer. But hey, you know, exponential growth curves of evolutionary technology, and you know, singularity is upon us, and, you know, it's time to unite science and spirituality. You know, that's what we're talking about here. And I believe that religion is a sacred technology that was handed down for a reason. It gave us a way. It gave us a way to organize. It gave us a way to come together. It gave us a way to come into more coherence. It created a lot of art, created a lot of beauty, a lot of celebration, a lot of worship, a lot of beauty and awe and wonder, and it brought us closer to Source, which is, you know, whether you like to believe it or not, something created us, and whether you like to call it energy or higher power, for the sake of letters, I like to call it God, but I know a lot of people get triggered by that, and I encourage you to go do some work. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you. Everyone's gonna leave this now. But for real, they're words. I could say, that I don't identify as being any sort of particular. I don't identify as straight, gay, bi. I choose not to limit myself to a particular status. I choose not to be in a relational status. I choose not to be in a religional status. I believe in all religion. I'm literally you. I am of the same source of energy that created you, and I do reside in my ego very often. I love my ego. I love being in my mind and my identity, and it's a nice place to be sometimes. Your identity is who you are, and that's beautiful, and we should take care of that and give it nice things, and adorn it in beautiful items, and do nice things for it. But we also have to spend 1 foot. Joe Dispenza says 1 foot in reality, one foot in the quantum. And give it just as much, an equal amount of clout, of gravitas, in how you're manifesting your reality, because obviously a lot of people are doing it, and they're doing it one way, and you can do it your way. And that's the beautiful thing, is that I'm kind of like a spiritual tourist, where I kind of just participate in everyone's religion, and then I go and I do my own radical wizardry and manifestation, and my own magic, my own pleasure practices, and all the good juicy. I like to tap into the tantra and tap into the more new age technologies, and explore, just a really experimenting, but not necessarily identifying with just one. And I think that's where we can begin to expand beyond the BS, the belief systems, and when we do, there's some magic there. There's some magic to be explored. There's magic afoot, people. It's Yom Kippur, and it's time to go and weep. You should be. What are you doing watching this video? You should be weeping right now. You should be mourning all of the bad things that you've done. If I was I'm not gonna go there. Sometimes I take my jokes too far, and then I offend myself, right? Sometimes I'd be like, would my mom be offended by this statement? Well, let me ask her. No. Wow. Palatable energy. Sending you guys so much love. Thank you, Zach. The energy there must feel amazing. Dude, it is incredible. It is wild. It is, I can't even begin. Every day I just walk out. I walk around and I find a new little alley to go through. Let's see if I can just break through this. I have to. All right, I'm about to break a law right now, you guys. You're going to see this on live television. All right, here's the deal. They are channeling people this way, but I need to go that way. I'm going to cause a diversion. I'm going to wait for the right moment, and then I'm going to duck through like a bat in the night. Let me see, where's my entrance here? Okay, I got it. Here we go. You guys ready for this? All right, 3, 2. I'm going to actually move this fence. Oh, they're yelling at me. Oh, sorry. I live here. No. I live here. My house is here. This is my house. My hostel. There is no gate. You see that? Whoa. I just used my superpowers to get by the military. Thank you. Thank you. I know who's not crazy these days. He said he's a crazy one. There is no gate. There are no obstacles. There are no belief systems. only limitless potentials of the field of possibility. Oh, nothing. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, just, breaking down the walls, breaking down the barriers. But someone's got to do it. Someone's got to step out and say, hey, every single Israeli is in the military. They have been trained. Every single Israeli has been trained for the military. 80% of the people in the workshop that I went to, when they said, who here has been held in a container during a time of war, 80% of the people that I was in this workshop of young, conscious people, 80% raised their hand, you guys. This is a broken system. This is a broken system. We need people like you to step out and create solutions, create organizations, create businesses, create solutions, create products, create programs, create solutions, create events, host gatherings, host talks, conferences, whatever it takes. But start creating new your own religion. This is us. This is what we do. This is we take what worked before. We said, some sort of organized belief system. What value systems are you bringing to the world? What do you see? What is the need that you see that needs to be addressed? What is the new values? What is the new beliefs that you feel? And this is the beautiful thing. You get to create your own BS. You get to create your own BS, your own belief system. Or you can go get a job and join someone else's. I'm just kidding. You guys, this has been fun. I love that this is my hotel right here, and the one place that's actually open in this whole friggin' city is the juice bar, and I'm about to get me some fresh juice. Look at these palms, look at these mangoes. I love this place, man. I love this place. And it's being heavily protected. And it's being heavily protected by beautiful, gorgeous, young military babes. I'm just kidding. But seriously. I'm just playing, you guys. I'm just playing. All right, I'm going to end this thing before I get myself shot. And sending you guys so much love and aloha from here in the streets of Jerusalem, the most holy place in the world.